California isn't just home to Hollywood stars, it's a playground for some of the richest women in the world. These women are behind tremendous fortunes so powerful that it stretches into the billions. In this video, we're revealing 10 of the richest women connected to California, each with jaw-dropping estates, powerful companies, and lifestyles that redefine luxury. 10. Dr. Maky Zanganeh, the biotech billionaire. Kicking off our list at number 10 is a woman whose fortune didn't come from Hollywood fame or inherited wealth, but from groundbreaking innovation in the biotech world. Meet Maky Zanganeh, a powerhouse in the biotechnology world who turned innovation into a billion-dollar fortune. Based in California, Zanganeh built her reputation as one of the most influential leaders in biotech. By 2025, her net worth had climbed to around $1.5 billion, driven largely by the rapid rise of Summit Therapeutics, the company she leads as co-CEO. But her journey to the top is anything but ordinary. Born in Iran and later building her career across Europe and the United States, Zanganeh first trained in dentistry at a university in Strasbourg, France. Yet she quickly realized her ambitions stretched far beyond clinical practice. She pursued an MBA and stepped into the world of medical technology and biotechnology, an industry where bold ideas can transform entire fields of medicine. Her early career included a groundbreaking moment in medical history. While working with the robotics firm Computer Motion, Zanganeh helped coordinate Operation Lindbergh in 2001, which happens to be the world's first transatlantic robotic surgery. During that historic procedure, surgeons in New York operated on a patient in France using robotic technology across the Atlantic Ocean. It was a glimpse into the future of medicine, and Zanganeh was right at the center of it. But her biggest career breakthrough came years later. In 2008, she joined Pharmacyclics as Chief Operating Officer. At the time, the company was struggling. Yet under her leadership, the company transformed into a biotech powerhouse thanks to the success of a breakthrough blood cancer drug known as Imbruvica. The turnaround was so dramatic that in 2015, the pharmaceutical giant AbbVie acquired Pharmacyclics for an astonishing $21 billion. That deal alone cemented Zanganeh's reputation as one of the most strategic executives in biotech. But she didn't stop there. Today, she runs Summit Therapeutics alongside biotech investor Robert Duggan, who later became her husband in 2024. Together, they are leading the company's most ambitious project yet, a promising lung cancer drug candidate called ivonescimab. The drug's positive clinical results sent Summit's stock price soaring, and that surge pushed Zanganeh into billionaire territory in 2025, making her one of the very few women in the U.S. health sector to reach billionaire status through biotechnology innovation. And while many billionaires build fortunes through finance or entertainment, Zanganeh's wealth is rooted in something far more impactful: saving lives through medical innovation. From an immigrant arriving in America with global ambitions to a biotech leader shaping the future of cancer treatment, her story stands as one of the most remarkable success stories in modern medicine. And when it comes to powerful women connected to California, Dr. Maky Zanganeh doesn't just belong on the list. She defines what the top spot truly means. Number 9. Laurene Leichtman, the first female private billionaire. At number 9 is a woman few outside the world of finance might know, but whose impact is felt across boardrooms, investment deals, and now even professional soccer. Laurene Leichtman isn't just another wealthy business person. She's a trailblazer in private equity, a co-founder of one of the most successful buyout firms in the world, and now a passionate owner of a women's pro soccer team. Lauren's story began long before billion-dollar valuations. In 1984, she and her husband Arthur Levine launched Levine Leichtman Capital Partners in Beverly Hills. What started as a small husband and wife investment firm has now grown into an $11 billion private equity powerhouse with offices across the US and Europe, handling investments in everything from restaurant franchises like Tropical Smoothie Cafe and Wetzel's Pretzels to manufacturing, aerospace, and technology. Over 4 decades, LLCP's strategy has been simple but powerful. They invest in strong middle-market companies, back experienced founders, and balance equity with debt to create reliable cash flow. That disciplined approach helped the firm invest in more than 100 companies, exiting 80 of them for total returns of over $11.5 billion, which is nearly 2.4 times what they originally put in. Thanks to that success, Leichtman, alongside Laurene, joined the billionaire ranks. In 2025, Forbes listed her net worth at about $1.3 billion, ranking her among America's richest self-made women. She also became the first woman in the world to earn a billion-dollar fortune specifically through private equity. But her interests didn't stop at finance. Laurene wasn't always a soccer fan. Her passion for the sport took root after watching the iconic 1999 Women's World Cup final at the Rose Bowl, where Brandi Chastain's unforgettable winning penalty kick became a defining moment in U.S. sports history. Over the years, she and her husband supported the game, donating to rebuild the UCLA soccer locker room and forging friendships with coaches who would shape the future of women's professional soccer. That passion turned into action in 2024, when Leichtman and Laurene acquired San Diego Wave FC, a top team in the National Women's Soccer League, for an estimated $113 million. The move wasn't just a business transaction. It was a personal investment in the growth of women's sports. 2 of her 3 children now help support the team's management, and the family is often seen cheering from the stands. And when you talk about life in California, real estate naturally comes into the picture. Leichtman and Laurene have built a lifestyle that matches their success. They are known to own significant California real estate, including luxurious homes in and around Los Angeles and coastal estates that reflect the rewards of their decades-long investment career. In a state where property values rival New York's best, owning high-end real estate is part of being among the financial elite. Her influence also extends beyond business and sport. The pair have been credited by portfolio company executives as a key reason LLCP consistently delivers strong results and long-term growth. Whether it's building a billion-dollar investment firm, backing undervalued companies, nurturing women's soccer, or owning some of California's finest properties, Laurene Leichtman proves that smart decision-making and passion can create a legacy that stretches far beyond Wall Street. Number 8. Joan Payden, founder and CEO of Payden & Rygel. At number 8, we have a true pioneer of finance, Joan Payden, whose journey from engineering to billion-dollar money management is nothing short of inspiring. Born in Derby, Connecticut in 1931, Joan spent part of her teenage years in Indonesia before returning to the U.S. to earn dual degrees in math and physics from Trinity College in 1953. Joan started as one of the few women engineers in the 1950s, working on oil refineries in New Jersey. After being laid off, she pivoted to finance, joining Merrill Lynch and later becoming the first female partner at Scudder, Stevens & Clark. In 1983, at 52, she co-founded Payden & Rygel with Sandra Rygel, using her 401k retirement savings to start a firm focused on fixed income and global markets. Today, the Los Angeles-based company manages over $162 billion in assets across 4 global offices, making Joan one of America's richest self-made women, with a net worth of $700 million. Beyond finance, Joan is a dedicated philanthropist, contributing millions to Trinity College, Loyola Marymount University, Occidental College, and USC and UCLA's Anderson School of Management. Talking about properties, Joan owns stunning California properties, including a luxurious Los Angeles estate that reflects her remarkable career and disciplined approach to wealth. The home features spacious grounds, luxurious interiors, and is located in one of the most prestigious neighborhoods in the city, giving her a prime foothold in California's elite real estate market. From breaking barriers in engineering to reshaping private investment and giving back generously, Joan Payden's story proves that determination, skill, and vision can create a lasting legacy. Number 7. Selena Gomez, the multi-talented superstar. Imagine turning teen stardom into a billion-dollar empire without losing your edge or your voice. That's exactly what Selena Gomez has done. Selena Gomez is a multi-talented superstar and self-made billionaire, proving that fame can be leveraged into serious business success. As of September 2024, Bloomberg valued her net worth at $1.3 billion, thanks largely to her makeup brand, Rare Beauty, where her stake is worth over $1 billion. Since founding the brand in 2019, Selena has disrupted the beauty industry while tying her success to meaningful causes, donating a portion of profits to her Rare Impact Fund, supporting mental health initiatives worldwide. Beyond makeup, Selena has built a strong empire through music, acting, and producing, including hit projects like Only Murders in the Building and 13 Reasons Why. Her social media influence is staggering. With 424 million Instagram followers, she commands roughly 2.5 million per sponsored post, partnering with big names like Louis Vuitton, Puma, Coach, Coca-Cola, Verizon, and Pantene. Selena has also expanded her portfolio into food and lifestyle investments, including her stake in Serendipity Brands, a dessert company inspired by New York's iconic Serendipity restaurant. She even created her own ice cream flavor for the brand, blending entrepreneurship with her personal brand. Her California real estate portfolio reflects both her taste and her savvy investment sense. Starting with a $2 million home in 2011, she upgraded to properties in Calabasas and Encino, including the former home of Tom Petty, purchased in 2020 for $4.9 million, where she lives with her grandparents. Over the years, she's sold homes for millions in profits, showing that her business acumen extends beyond entertainment. From chart-topping hits to billion-dollar ventures, Selena Gomez proves that talent, vision, and smart investments can create a lifestyle that blends creativity, family, and wealth. She's not just a celebrity, she's a business powerhouse, inspiring a new generation of young women to turn passion into profit. Number 6. Anastasia Soare, the Eyebrow Queen. What if shaping eyebrows could turn an immigrant's dream into a billion-dollar beauty empire? That's exactly the story of Anastasia Soare. At number 6, we have the woman often called the brow queen of the beauty industry. Born in Romania, Soare arrived in the United States with big ambitions but very little money. She eventually settled in Los Angeles, where she began working as an esthetician. While studying facial structure, she developed a unique eyebrow shaping technique inspired by the golden ratio, a mathematical principle used to measure beauty and symmetry. That method quickly caught attention. Soon, some of the biggest names in entertainment were lining up for appointments. Clients like Cindy Crawford, Naomi Campbell, and Jennifer Lopez. Even influential figures like Oprah Winfrey praised her work. Recognizing the opportunity, Soare opened her own salon in Beverly Hills in 1997. That small salon would eventually grow into a global cosmetics brand, Anastasia Beverly Hills. The company expanded from eyebrow products into full makeup collections including brow pencils, palettes, foundations, and lipsticks. Today, the brand is sold in major retailers like Sephora, Nordstrom, and Target. At its peak, the brand was valued at around $3 billion, while more recent estimates place the company around $500 million, with annual revenues reported at roughly $240 million. That success has built Soare a personal fortune, estimated in the hundreds of millions, placing her among the most successful self-made women in the beauty industry. And of course, her success is reflected in her lifestyle. Soare lives in an elegant home in Beverly Hills, right in the heart of the luxury beauty world she helped shape. The property sits in one of the most prestigious neighborhoods in California, surrounded by celebrity estates and luxury residences. It's a fitting base for the woman whose eyebrow technique helped define modern beauty standards. But beyond wealth, Soare's legacy is about innovation. She transformed a simple beauty service into a global category and built one of the most recognizable cosmetics brands in the world. From a Romanian immigrant with a small salon to the founder of a beauty empire, Anastasia Soare proves that sometimes the smallest detail, like the perfect eyebrow, can build an extraordinary fortune. And as our countdown continues, the wealth only gets bigger from here. Number 5. Laurene Powell. Jobs, the billionaire widow of Steve Jobs. What do you do when you inherit one of the most famous fortunes in tech history? For Laurene Powell Jobs, the answer was to turn it into a global force for change, both in business and philanthropy. Laurene Powell Jobs isn't just the widow of Apple co-founder Steve Jobs. She is a billionaire, investor, and activist shaping industries and causes around the world. Born in West Milford, New Jersey in 1963, Powell Jobs faced early challenges after losing her father at age 3. She went on to graduate from the University of Pennsylvania's Wharton School and earned an MBA from Stanford Graduate School of Business, setting the stage for a career in business and investment. Upon Steve Jobs' death in 2011, Laurene inherited a fortune of $27.5 billion, including 5.5 million shares of Apple and a 7.3% stake in the Walt Disney Company. Her inheritance alone made her a billionaire, but she didn't stop there. She founded Emerson Collective in 2016, a philanthropic and impact investing organization dedicated to education, immigration reform, environmental justice, and health. Powell Jobs has invested in media outlets like The Atlantic and ProPublica, while supporting startups and nonprofit newsrooms, blending wealth with influence. In the sports world, she owns a minority stake in Monumental Sports, parent of the Wizards, Capitals, and Mystics, and invested in the WNBA's first-ever capital raise in 2022. Her personal wealth now ranges between $11.5 billion and $14.4 billion, with her Disney and Apple holdings comprising the bulk. She resides in Palo Alto, where her elaborate Halloween displays attract thousands of visitors each year, a playful reflection of her private yet influential presence. Laurene Powell Jobs has taken a fortune many would see as a legacy and transformed it into a platform for global change, proving that wealth, when paired with vision and action, can leave a lasting impact. As we continue our countdown, the next women on the list take wealth and influence to an entirely new level. 4. Lynsi Snyder, the billionaire burger heiress. Some fortunes are built in boardrooms. Others start at a humble drive-through window. For Lynsi Snyder, her story is tied to one of the most beloved fast food chains in America, In-N-Out Burger. With an estimated net worth of around $8 billion, Lynsi Snyder is the sole owner and president of the iconic West Coast burger empire founded by her grandparents, Harry Snyder and Esther Snyder, in 1948 in Baldwin Park. What began as a tiny drive-through hamburger stand has grown into one of the most successful privately owned restaurant chains in the United States. But Lynsi's journey to the top wasn't simple. Tragedy struck early when both her father and uncle, who previously ran the company, passed away at young ages. At just 17 years old, Lynsi became the last direct heir to the Snyder family legacy. Through a carefully structured trust created by her grandparents, she gradually inherited shares in the company over a decade, officially becoming a billionaire on her 35th birthday in 2017 when she received her final ownership stake. She stepped into leadership as president in 2010 and has since expanded the chain dramatically, adding more than 150 new restaurant locations while maintaining the brand's famously strict quality standards and simple menu that fans adore. And while the burger empire made her billions, Lynsi's lifestyle reflects that success. In 2012, she purchased a breathtaking 16,000-square-foot mansion in the exclusive city of Bradbury for $17.4 million, previously owned by baseball star Adrian Beltre. Set on over 4 acres of gated land, the estate features 7 bedrooms and 16 bathrooms, along with a grand marble foyer, sweeping twin staircases, a massive chandelier, and even a hand-painted fresco ceiling. The mansion also includes a private movie theater, wine cellar, game room, gym, and spa-style bathrooms. Outside, the luxury continues with a swimming pool, tennis court, basketball court, batting cage, and even a jungle gym, making the property feel more like a private resort than a family home. Despite her immense wealth, Snyder has also focused heavily on giving back. Through the In-N-Out Burger Foundation, she supports programs that help abused and neglected children across the United States. She also funds Healing Hearts and Nations, a nonprofit providing training centers and counseling education to underserved communities in Africa and India. From a small burger stand in Baldwin Park to a billion-dollar fast food empire, Lynsi Snyder proves that sometimes the most powerful fortunes begin with something as simple as a hamburger. Number 3. MacKenzie Scott, the billionaire philanthropist who turns luxury into impact. MacKenzie Scott isn't just a billionaire. She's a powerhouse redefining wealth and giving. As of early 2026, her net worth ranges from $30 billion to $39 billion, primarily from her 4% stake in Amazon from her 2019 divorce settlement. But Scott isn't content to simply hold wealth. She has given away over $26 billion to hundreds of organizations through her yield-giving initiative, often with no strings attached, allowing nonprofits to use the funds where they are needed most. Beyond her philanthropic empire, Scott has also made headlines for her California real estate. Following her divorce, she became the owner of two luxurious Beverly Hills estates, including a 12,000-square-foot Spanish-style mansion with 7 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, a pool, and a tennis court, as well as a 4,500-square-foot ranch-style home nearby. Valued at a combined $55 million, she chose to donate both properties to the California Community Foundation, transforming her luxury into funding for affordable housing and immigrant programs in Los Angeles, a move that perfectly illustrates how she leverages wealth for impact. Scott's influence doesn't stop there. A published novelist with 2 works, The Testing of Luther Albright and Traps, she has made her mark in literature, media, and philanthropy. Even with her massive wealth, she remains a quiet force, using her resources to empower communities rather than chase the spotlight. In just 5 years, she has distributed billions to more than 2,700 causes, making her one of the most generous billionaires in modern history. From Amazon riches to Beverly Hills mansions transformed into social good, MacKenzie Scott proves that wealth can be a tool for real change. A self-made billionaire, a philanthropist, and a visionary, she's reshaping what it means to be rich in America. 2. Oprah Winfrey, the queen of media and real estate. Oprah Winfrey isn't just a household name. She's a billionaire media mogul, investor, and philanthropist. As of early 2026, her net worth is estimated between $2.8 billion and $3.2 billion, making her one of the wealthiest entertainers in the world. Her fortune comes from decades of groundbreaking work, including her legendary 25-year talk show, the creation of Harpo Productions, and the OWN Network, where she retains a 25.5% stake valued at roughly $75 million. Beyond the media, Winfrey is a savvy investor. She made a timely $43 million investment in Weight Watchers in 2015, now worth over $365 million. She also holds stakes in other ventures, films, and production projects, cementing her influence across multiple industries. Her passion for privacy and luxury is evident in her real estate portfolio. In Montecito, California, she owns the 70-acre Promised Land estate, featuring a 23,000-square-foot Georgian-style mansion, a pool, a terrace, and a tea house, valued at over $100 million. She expanded her holdings by purchasing C. Mayare Farm of 23 acres for $28.85 million and a 4-acre Spanish Revival property for $6.85 million. Winfrey also owns over 2,130 acres in Maui, Hawaii, including an 850-acre ranch in Kula, and additional properties in Telluride, Colorado, and Antigua, all contributing to her reputation as a real estate powerhouse. Winfrey's wealth is not just about luxury, it's about impact. She has donated hundreds of millions to charities, including the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls in South Africa, leaving a legacy that blends influence, business acumen, and generosity. From media empires to sprawling estates, Oprah remains the ultimate example of power, wealth, and heart. 1. Lynda Resnick, the Queen of California Agriculture. And finally, at number 1 is Lynda Resnick, co-owner of the wonderful company with her husband Stuart, is one of the wealthiest women in America, with a family fortune estimated at $10.8 billion as of 2026. Together, they have built a sprawling agricultural empire, dominating tree nuts, citrus, and premium beverages. Their brands, Wonderful Pistachios, Palm Wonderful, Fiji Water, and Justin Wines reach nearly half of all American households, and they produce 75% of all U.S. pistachios. Resnick's journey began at age 19 when she dropped out of UC Berkeley to start her own advertising agency, which eventually led to a partnership with Stuart. Today, she manages their business empire with a sharp marketing and sustainability focus. The Resnick's holdings span over 185,000 acres of California farmland, including a stake in the Kern Water Bank, a 20,000-acre water reservoir in the San Joaquin Valley. Their wealth isn't just in crops. They've invested billions in philanthropic causes, including $2.5 billion for sustainability, clean energy, and education, and donated $45 million to Leichtman, with the Lynda and Stuart Resnick Exhibition Pavilion named in their honor. From almonds and oranges in California's Central Valley to seedless lemons in South Texas, Lynda Resnick has cultivated a legacy of power, wealth, and impact, proving that innovation, strategy, and dedication can turn agricultural roots into a global empire. From tech titans to biotech pioneers, these women represent some of the most powerful fortunes connected to California. Their wealth has built empires, shaped industries, and filled the state with some of the most extraordinary luxury properties in the world. But now we want to hear from you. Which of these billionaire women surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more incredible stories of wealth, power, and influence.